Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Art Whisperer 88. Now on your screen you will see my sketch pad, and I made very simple series of circles. On the left are larger circles, and then on the right you have smaller ones. Now I feel that it's less intimidating to use simple shapes like circles, squares, triangles, etc. to build up a composition when you're doing artwork. And you start simple and then you build up from there. So this is just a very rough guide. I always divide my artwork into a left side and a right side. And during printing, of course, it becomes the reverse. The larger circles will be on this side and the smaller circles on the left. So anyways, I'm going to proceed, and first I want to do a first layer of circles with my Sharpie. So I'm going to do, let me do a wide shot. I'm going to do the and I have a series of smaller circles on this side. Okay, that's it for the Sharpie circles. That would be the first layer. And then the second layer I will use, let's see what I got. I will use a combination of this Lukas. It's called Fern. It's really like a pale lemon yellow. And let's see, what else do I have? This Amsterdam. This is Azo Yellow Deep. So I will do a combination of the deep yellow and this lighter fern. Now I don't mind combining different brands because I know that if they are good paints, they should be compatible and it shouldn't be a problem. So my brayers here. And let me see, just make sure they're not squeaky. And I'm going to start with some vertical strokes. And then some horizontal strokes. And since I'm trying to pick up the Sharpie pen underneath, I'm trying my best not to put too much paint, just enough to wet the plate. Okay. Let me just clean this smudge here. I overshot the plate. And I'm very picky about keeping the printing table clean. Okay. I will do a little scribbling. I'm trying not to make them too... They're a little bit haphazard. Okay. So that's my first layer. So hopefully the paint will pick up the Sharpie underneath it. So far I've had good success with permanent markers. I've tried using some paint markers, acrylic paint markers, but I like the contrast created by the black markers, like the fat marker. It's called True Red, and the Sharpie pen, which I think everyone is familiar with. And they're both very inexpensive. You can buy them at Staples or Michael's. They're fairly very easy to find. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I think it did a good transfer. Actually looks a little greenish. That must be the fern. Okay. It's a very clear cut image. Okay, so this will be my first layer. Okay, and then this gets air dried. Since I would say 99% of the marker and paint has transferred, I'm going to clean the plate. And just to refresh your memory, I have a solution here of, I'd say 2 tablespoons of dishwashing liquid, like Dawn or Ajax. And I mix it with water, and I put it in a spray bottle. And then I let this sit for a while. And here's a microfiber cloth, which I like a lot. And that's all there is to it. It comes right off. And the trick here is to do this as soon as possible. As soon as you're done. Don't wait too long. And everything comes right off. And that's the way I keep my plate clean and stay on top of it. So it gets more difficult when you leave the plate and let the paint dry. It becomes more difficult to get it off. There we go. So let me air dry the first print and then I will be back with some stencils. Okay, now this plate is fairly clean. There's still some very faint traces of the Sharpie, but that should come out with subsequent printings. I have my reusable stencils and I'm just going to lay them out. You see, this is what I mean, that I do compose the stencils on the plate. So I prefer that the plate is clean and then I can shuffle things around as I need. If I ink the plate right away, I won't be able to change my mind, and that would be a problem. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now, in this case, I'm doing this on the fly. I'm deciding as I go along what the next layer of colors will be. I think I'm going to use this Arctic. I'm going to stay on the light side. And grayish blue. This time I'm going to use a small brayer and try to work around the shapes. And hopefully the combination of this gray blue will contrast with the yellow that I had put down earlier. And I'm just trying to flatten out the high parts of the paint so they don't blot too much. Because in order to make a good impression on the print, if there is too much paint, it is just going to blot and make a mess. So the key to make a clean, sharp image is to put just enough paint, not too much. And that comes with practice, because there's no real way to measure. You eyeball as you squeeze the paint out of the tube. You can't use teaspoons or tablespoons. You just use your judgment. Okay, I think that covers it all. And I don't have my piece of cardboard, so I'm just gonna put this aside like so. And as usual, as soon as I'm done, the stencils go straight into a soapy bath, so the paint will come off right away. Okay, I nearly missed that one. I think I have it all. Now I will do some lines. Not sure if this will make any difference, but just to add some more texture. And to refresh your memory, here is the first pool. I may have misregistered it a bit because it didn't land in the same place. It happens ever so often. So even if this is a registration device, it's not foolproof. And you can always attribute that to driver error. Okay, I will leave this for 5 minutes and I will be right back. I'm going to just soak these. Okay, let's see what we got. I hope the misregistration is not so bad. It's not too bad. Here's the second layer, and the scribbles did give some texture. Okay, so I will air dry this and decide what the third layer is going to be. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had a chance to go through my stencils and pick out the smaller ones. This time I have some modified X shapes and some half circles, some triangles, some rectangles. So it's an assortment of smaller geometric shapes. And I decided I want to use this Amsterdam Naphtol red light. It's kind of like a vermilion, but bright. Wanted to create a bright zone here in the middle, like so. And then the outer edges, I'm going to use this Caput Mortuum violet. So the violet will be on the outer edges, like so. and then the red will be here in the middle. So hopefully there will be a contrasting stripe of color. So what I'm going to do is start from the middle with this small brayer, like so. And then work my way down. This time I'm not trying to work around the stencils, but rather deliberately roll on top of them, because I want to create that stripe of bright red in the middle. Hopefully it will create some kind of contrast. Okay. That's why I find it very important to work underneath a bright light. I actually have two very bright lights, LED lamps. Otherwise, I would not be able to see the shadow of the stencils. So good lighting is important. Well, especially for myself, since I'm much older. I find that as you age, your eyes require more light than you did when you were young. Oops. This is a little more complex because I'm using smaller stencils, so it's a little more intricate than my usual compositions. Okay. Just making sure my fingers are clean, and just to refresh your memory, here is the print with the second pull. I'll try to register this properly this time. Okay. Sometimes when I'm moving too quickly, I miss the edge, and then that's how you get misregistration. But thankfully it's not too obvious. Okay, I will leave this for like 5 minutes while I soak these so they are easy to clean. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. Let's see what we got. I think it registered nicely, and the color is quite intense. It's a nice contrast. Still a very summery kind of mix, like a tropical color. So I will air dry this and see what the next step is. I'm going to try to capture this ghost print, and this is cobalt blue. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. Now I hope this is not going to tear because the paper is quite wet. It's a pretty interesting texture. Kind of mysterious because it's dark. There's a little misregistration there. But I think it's a nice transfer for a ghost print. And it might benefit from some collage. So I'll see when this dries. Okay, back from a short break, and I was able to go through my leftover stencils, and I put these together for the fourth and possibly the final layer. I'm going to use a cadmium red here in the middle, and to brighten things up, I'm going to do a deep gold. This is Amsterdam deep gold for the outside edges. So that's the gold goes here. And I probably really don't need that much because the stencils cover most of the surface area. And it's just this center area that gets the red, just a touch of red. So for this last layer, I will use this smaller brayer. I'm going to start with the red. And then work my way to the gold. There's some dried paint here. Forms a skin. Okay. I have to be prepared for these unexpected events. Okay. But just going to even out the heavy parts. Okay, then I'm gonna work my way up. Now I'm not sure how opaque this is going to be. I'll find out when this is pulled. I suspect that the gold is slightly transparent. I've gotten all the high parts. And by the way, just for laughs, this is my device for cleaning my stencils. This is a $2 cat litter pan that I got at a discount store, and it's great for the stencils. It's just the right size. So my cat litter pan, anyways, I thought it was important to show you that. So now I'm going to take these off. And again, thanks to the bright light, I am able to find the stencils even after they have been inked over. I think I got them all. So here is the print. This is the ghost print, and as you can see, it's pretty dark with purple and deep blue and this rust color. Hopefully the metallic gold will kind of liven things up. And since this is the last layer, I would leave this for like 5 minutes. Okay. Hopefully that transferred nicely. Let's see what we got. It does give a very different dimension. And I think the gold does give it a very nice brightness and contrast. And there's also some textures. Let me do a close-up. It's really cool textures. So I'm pretty happy with this result. Again, here's a wide shot. So this is the ghost print with the metallic. And let me show you the first print with the red. And they're very different from each other, even if they are using the same stencils. So let me see if I can lay them next to each other. I hope you liked this video, and please share and like, give me a thumbs up, and thank you so much for subscribing, and I hope to see you next time.